Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Poor Boy Little Homestead. Today is March the 3rd of 2021, and we're finally getting some sunshine. So today, Pistol and I, my grandson, we're going to see if we can start getting our little raised beds planting. And right now, we're going to start out planting us some carrots, Nancy's half-longs. I have some here from Burpee, and I have some from Urban Farmer. After we get our carrots planted, we got a lot more stuff to plant, so y'all stay with us. Well, I really like my gardening. Put my hands in that fresh soil. Starting to plant from that little seed. Sit back and watch them grow. And then you harvest it. You can preserve it, or you can eat it. Well, I never grew tomatoes, but I kinda like their flavor. They say the red ones taste much better, and I know that I can grow. So let's get started and get planted and see what happens. Well, I grew me some yellow squash, 'cause I kinda like zucchini. And I really love okra, but only the fried one. Can you smell it? It must be real. It tastes so good. It tastes so good. Well, I never grew sugar beans, but I really like my green beans. I would tell you they are sweeter, but I really can't remember. If it's greener or if it's sweeter, I can't remember. What does it matter? Well, I never planted cabbage, but I grew a lot of kale. Well, I think it's from brassica, but I really don't remember. Is it brassica or not brassicas? What does it matter? What does it matter? Well, I really like my gardening. Put my hands in that fresh soil. Starting them plants from that little seed. Sit back and watch them grow. And you can harvest it, or you can preserve it, or you can eat it. We've been to get the plant. We're going to help Papa plant these carrots. Huh? You going to pull my tags out for me? Yeah. He's good at pulling my tags out. The other day I was going along putting tags in where I wanted to plant stuff, and looked back and he was coming along he had a handful of them, pulled every one of them out. This raised bed here is just made out of an old horse trough. Then had a little hole rusted in it, so it wasn't no good for a horse trough no more. I cut the bottom out of it, and And old galvanized horse troughs make good raised beds. Where you going, little man? You gonna go work in that bed? You gonna go over there where your mama's at now? Okay. I guess Papa's gonna plant the carrots by himself. I had enough in that one little pack there to plant this. That's the burpee seeds. You gonna come back and help Papa again? Oh, don't get them, you dump them out. You dump all Papa's seeds out. Yes, sir. And last fall, Pistol helped me plant some carrots, and he wasn't even big enough to walk. He was out here in the stroller helping Papa. We had some good little carrots that last fall. What, baby? Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Who you calling baby? Alright, y'all, we got this bed planted. I'm gonna just kind of rake them in lightly. Well, I really like my gardening. Put my hand in that fresh soil. Starting to plant from that little seed. Sit back and watch them grow. And then you harvest it. You can preserve it, or you can eat it. Well, I never grew tomatoes, but I kinda like their flavor. They say the red ones taste much. Alright guys, now me and Pistol finna plant us some little fingers carrots in this little raised container bed. It's just made out of a tote. He likes riding his tractor, and Papa likes it because it's remote control. Keeps him entertained. Make his mama get over here and get the remote. We finna plant us some of these little fingers right here. Better, and I know that I can grow. So let's get started. All right, we got our little fingers planted. We're gonna rake them in just lightly. And we finna move on to something else. Alright, up next guys, we finna plant this here as a 5-foot round, 2-foot high bed. And how I made this, I took a cattle panel and I cut it in half, and it makes a perfect circle, and you tie it together with wire. And on 2 of these beds, I just took ground cover with woven ground cover. It's supposed to be 8 years. Now, I don't know if I get 8 years out of it in a raised bed, but if I get 4 or 5 years, that'll be good. But they simple to make, makes a perfect round circle. And what I did before I set this here, I dug down in the ground with my hand tiller, loosened all that soil up, and then I put me some rotten logs down in the bottom of rotten stumps and stuff, limbs, and that way as they rot and decay, they attract your worms and the good insects and stuff for your soils. But this little bed here, we're finna plant full of purple top turnips. Old Pistol's over there visiting with the rabbits. We got some American blue rabbits. He's over there talking to them. But on my turnips, I don't plant in a rows. I just kind of broadcast them in here. Take it planted and see what happens. Well, I grew these some yellow squash. That there's purple top turnips. I plant them thick like that because we mostly just like eating the tops off of them, so we'll trim them off and the sides and stuff. And this little bed here for me and my wife, and it'll make plenty to eat. Won't have to touch what we put up in the fall. We ain't eat all them yet. All right, that's the turnips. Now we're moving on to something else. All right, guys, I'm finna, in this bed, it's just like the turnip green bed we just got through planting. I'm finna plant some sweet salad mix, lettuce, and some gourmet blend lettuce. I got the wrong pack here, but we're finna get that planted now. Alright guys, we got our lettuce mix, our gourmet blend, our sweet salad mix lettuce planted. Now we're going to move on to something else. Alright guys, the next raised bed over from the lettuce is another 5-foot round bed, 2 foot high. This one here, when I made it, I used the cow panel, just like the other one, except I had some old tin. Cut it 2 foot long and stand it around there, and as you fill it up with dirt and push your tin out, makes a good raised bed cheap. But in this bed here, we're gonna plant half of it in pink beauty radishes. These come from seeds and such. And I got some early wonder beets from Burpee. So I'm gonna do half beets and half radishes. Can you smell it? It must be real. It tastes so good. It tastes so good. Well, I never grew sugar beans, but I really like my green beans. I would tell you they are sweeter, but I really can't remember. Alright guys, now we got our beets and our radishes planted. Again, moving on to the next bed. Alright guys, up next in this little ground bed here, about 6 foot long, 18 inches wide, I'm gonna plant some evergreen long white bunching onions. I'll just put 2 rows that down the space down through there. Another bed done. Moving forward. Alright guys, now I got 2 little containers. This one and the one behind me on the bottom layer, I'm gonna plant some spinach. This here is spinach space hybrid from Burpee. Well, I never planted cabbage, but I grew a lot of kale. Well, I think it's over brassica. Alright, that's all the spinach I'm gonna plant. Just these two little bitty containers. Now we're moving on to the next one. Alright guys, now I'm finna plant fern leaf deal in two of these spots on this pipe planter. My chives survived the freeze and they coming back strong. Cilantro, it's got a little bit here trying to come back. But I got some more of it planted indoors in there. I was getting ready for back there, but I'm gonna plant this deal right here. But I really don't remember. Is it brassica? Up next in this round bed right here, we're gonna plant sugar snap peas around the outside and a few half-long carrots in the middle. And I have a 5-foot cage that I put around this for the sugar snap peas to grow up. That's what I'm going to be planting right now. Are not her brassicas, what does it matter? What does it matter? Well, I had these sugar snap peas soaking the last several hours in some inoculate. I've never actually put inoculate on any of my pea seeds, but I thought I'd try it this year, just see if it makes any difference. Some people swear by it. Like my gardening, put my hands in that fresh soil, starting them plants from that little seed, sit back and watch them grow. And you can harvest it, or you can preserve it, or you can eat it. Alright, now we're going to move on to something else. Okay guys, up next we're going to plant us some cabbage in this next raised bed. Now today is March the 4th, so we're starting in the day 2 of our first planting in our gardening this year of 2021. Now this raised bed is 2 foot tall and 5 foot diameter, and it's really easy to make. It's just made out of 3 foot wide metal, like the metal sheeting that people put on top of their sheds or houses nowadays. You can take 1 12-foot sheet, cut them 2 foot lengths, and lay them on the ground and screw them together. And I have a video showing me building these, and then fill them up with dirt. So we got a few cabbage we're gonna plant in this bed, and then we're gonna move on and see what we're gonna plant after that. So I'm finna get to planting. These cabbage I started indoors. You can see they done got pretty tall and pretty. They got too big, I had to get them planted. Well, I really like my gardening. Put my hands in that fresh soil. Starting to plant from that little seed. Sit back and watch them grow. And then you harvest it. Alright, we got our 6 cabbage planted. Hope I didn't damage the root system too much, because they done got so big they done getting root bound. Now we finna step over here and plant something else. Well guys, this here is gonna have to be a 2-part video, or maybe 3 parts, I don't know. But this is gonna end part 1 of the first planting for the season. But part 2 will be following right behind part 1, so please hit the thumbs up or subscribe and you'll get the notification when part 2 comes up, maybe tomorrow. Hope you like these little videos. Thanks for watching. God bless. You can preserve it or you can eat